Hello, guys tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I see you guys there joining already. Smash the like button if you're watching this back on YouTube. We're going to get straight into the demo drop, guys. I have a weird injury today, but more about that later. I also noticed the clock has run out of battery, so I'll fix that right now. Hello, people. Hope we are well. Yeah, I got bitten by a bug or something, and my hand exploded into a balloon. Yeah, not feeling very excited about that. But yeah, guys, I see you there in the chat. We're talking about school. Wilson, 1 year anniversary. Possibly, man. Trying to think. We are up to demo drop, what, 61? So, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, guys, let's get straight into it. If you want to send me a demo, just send it here. Super simple. There's 2 tracks that I didn't get to last week. One is from Adam Zakis. So let's have a listen to that. It's a YouTube track. So here we go. Listen to this. Yeah, I did listen to that. My apologies. Sounded familiar. It's a good track. All right, Acrobats, let's have a listen to this one. Hope everyone's well. Yeah. So Acrobats, Con Keizu Tay Old Prey featuring Jemmy Acrobats remix. Here we go.
I seem to always think about a couple years ago when everything seemed so damn emotional. You held me back for a few months or so, but once I realized I pulled myself
It's a neat little production so far. The only thing that's not hitting right for me is the sub bass. Something sounds a bit funny. It sounds too like punchy, like too much attack for a sub bass.
Never wanted to break your heart. I lost myself in this light. Well, I'm watching it all fall apart. Tell me all your lies, you let your life did a thing, but I've seen it on your face as you're begging me to stay. And we just wanna stick around, go find another break. This is pretty little thing, but it's something that
I like how you've integrated the strings here, because this part here is like a little... I feel like you could definitely have some sort of melody going on in the strings section. I hear you have strings there. I feel like they could be doing a little more, adding a little more flavor to the track.
you're hurting, and I know that you miss me.
Da 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 da.
There's no fixing you, baby. Can you see me? I'm strong, not weak anymore. I ain't gonna fall for it anymore. 'Cause I'm closer to me.
Yeah, nice. I don't mind that, man. It's a neat little remix. I think the sub bass, something's feels a bit funny for me. It could be the attack. It could be your sub bass notes are like too punchy for the mix. Because what you've got is a really nice dreamy mix, and maybe look at integrating like a some sort of melody in with the strings section. I think that'll jazz that track up a bit, man. Very, very nice, man. Okay, we are pushing on. Yeah. Transmission. Okay, DJ EJ, if you're online, my friend, you wrote me a text, but you never sent me a track. So if you're listening, please resend that, and I'll get you back in line. All right, Critison and DJ EJ, Focus version 2, aka Dead Inside. Here we go. Nice, guys. Nice little collab so far. I would work on an additional melody as well. You have these really sort of harsh sort of chords happening, and then you have the melody. Da, 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 da. Something else over the top, but super high energy. But yeah, very encouraging signs. DJ EJ, I'm not sure if you heard me before, my friend, but you did DM me in SoundCloud, but with no track, unless you're just sort of saying hi to me or something. Nice, guys. Good little collab there. I think you have some opportunities to add another melody in. I think definitely that'll give it another dimension. Everything else sounds pretty good. Like the chords, you have these really sort of raw, like dirty, like chords, like really rough, like saws or something. But like that suits the style of this sort of dubstep track. So you could definitely give the percussion a little bit more love. So like things like your kick and your snare and your hi-hats, give them a little bit more attention when you're mixing so that you really hear that snare like really sort of cut through the mix. Guys, really good. You guys are improving week by week by week. Very nice. All right, we are on to We Are Mad Boys. Crazy. I love reviewing these guys because they always do send me some crazy stuff. Here we go. Mad Boys Crazy.
I'm not your kind of girl. You think you got the groove, but I'm just another fool. I'm not your, you think you're hot, 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 but you're acting kinda crazy. Please just stop. You're not a dirty dancing Patrick Swayze. You're not hot, 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 but you're acting kinda crazy. Please just stop. You're not a dirty dancing Patrick Swayze.
I love how you have this subtle pitch bend throughout the melody. Just drifts up and down.
It's just the way you move, trying to keep it cool. I'm not your
I wanna focus on the sub bass here, because listening to the sub bass the first time around when the vocal hit, something was not hitting right. There was one note. Let's see if we can find it.
kind of girl. You think you got the groove, but I'm just another fool. I'm not your,
Consistent at the
you
note.
think you're hot, 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 but you're acting kinda crazy.
Okay, now
Please
it's
just
gone. It was
stop.
only in the
You're
first break then.
just the way you move, trying to keep it cool. I'm not your kind of girl. You think you got the groove, but I'm just another fool. I'm not your
That note there. So the third note on the second rotation is needs to be pitched up a little bit. It's a little flat. It could also be because your notes are so far down in the piano roll that the sound cannot be produced by the plugin like clearly and strongly. Also, mix that sub bass a little louder, guys, as well. That's a good little element of this track that can drive during these sort of interludes. But guys, really good energy in that drop.
hot, but you're acting kinda crazy. Please just stop. You're not a dirty dancing Patrick Swayze. You're not hot, 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 but you're acting kinda crazy. Please just stop. You're not a dirty dancing Patrick Swayze.
Guys, really nice. Good melody, good everything, good sound design. I think obviously it's like a demo of sorts, so the overall intensity is a little bit like down. Like obviously you get that power, that punch, that intensity through like the mastering process, but guys, like you're making really good music. Really. For improving this, I would just pay some attention to the baseline. The baseline seems to be the reoccurring element this evening. For in my personal opinion, the baseline, it's there, but it's just not punching as hard as it needs to. So, like, good melody, good everything, really, really good. As Addy said, good start to the stream. Guys, you can see the list here of people. So I am getting through your list as fast as I can. We do finish at 9 p.m. my time, so in about 1 hour and 30 minutes. If you can't wait that long, guys, you can hit the donate button on my page and you skip the line. So if you want to, you can click this big button. You go to the front of the list, but for now, we are going to check out DJ Flyman Waiting for You original mix. Here we go. Sorry. My hand is doing something. Yeah, Flyman, I feel like you may or may not have slipped back into your old ways. We have a few people have mentioned already that the bass is too loud, and I agree in the intro. Then when the drop happens, there's a loss in dynamic, which means there's some elements that are clashing in terms of EQ. Yeah, I feel like you've gone back to your old ways a bit, where you have like a good sort of body of the track, but your lead is very sort of high end and very sort of shrill. You sent in a few tracks like over the past month, which you'd sort of fixed that problem. You didn't have this really sort of high lead sound. I can hear it here again, which is, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just, in my opinion, some of the frequencies are a little too high in your lead. But let's keep going, my friend. Hope everyone's well as well, guys. I see you there. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Just Flyman, check that you have the dun 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 dun. You have like a new piano that you introduce in the drop, which is sort of like doing the chords, like the filling out the body of the track. Make sure that doesn't have any bass frequencies leaking through, because that could be the element that is sort of crushing your low end. It's everything builds up, and there's a drop in intensity when the drop hits. So something's clashing in there, and it could be that little piano. People asking about my hand. It's nothing exciting. I got bitten by a bug or something, and it turned into a balloon. So I had to go to a doctor and get all the goo taken out. It's disgusting. Yeah, man, but overall, like your sound design is quite good, and your overall song structure is good. It's like a good song. Just the mix, like the sort of final stage of the production process is a little bit incorrect, but man, not by much. Really nice, bro. I like it. It's a shame. I thought you'd gone away from the sort of high-end lead sounds, but we're back there. Yeah, man. I to fix that lead. I mean, this is always my personal opinion. In my opinion, the lead is too sort of shrill, too up in the high octaves, too much in the high frequencies. So just throw an EQ on there and round off the tops and bring it down a bit, so it's not so sort of shrill, if that makes sense. Yeah, I can't really add any more. Tell me where the bug lives. Me and Wilson. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I was just at the park, and I must have had my hand in the grass, and I got nipped. Thank you for the donation, Zach. If you're here, my friend, you can just post the song in the chat, and I can get to it. I don't see you in the list yet, my friend. Yeah. So Zach, if you are still there, my friend, chuck it in. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna push on to Bix. So Ernesto featuring Telia, No Fear, Bix remix.
I see the sky still dark. In my head, a voice is telling me to run. He says the people think I'm crazy, yeah. But if I run, I know it's something I should be. I think they found me and they wanna take me now. I just do it because the power has begun. You want it fast, and let me show you what it is. No, don't you run now, 'cause I'm so like you feel.
Nice, bro. Man, this is really good. I remember you sent something like this in 1 or 2 weeks ago, and I mentioned that the sound, the sort of clocky sound made with the mouth, though. I said to bring it to the front of the mix, and you did that nice. I read your comment that the intro is not mixed, which yes, it's definitely not mixed, but overall, man, the drop is very good. Don't forget to You have all the elements there, really cool. Don't forget to play around with that stereo field, my friend. Because what I'm only hearing like some very small like percussion samples pan to the left. Nothing much else, but you could definitely have you could have that sort of slowly shift from, 20% left across to 20% right. That would be really cool. Give the track like an extra element of movement. But man, that's well on its way to being a solid track. All right, Zach sent it in a Facebook message. All right, the struggle is real. Here we go. Let's find it. Whoa. Okay, and boom. Here we go, Zach. Let's have a listen. All right, Zach Bennett, Wish You Were Mine, Zach Bennett remix. Here we go. Man, I'm glad you added some extra elements in this second drop, because I thought if it's just the kick happening again, it would be a bit empty in the second half of the track, but nice. And I think you picked the correct element to add in there, that sort of drone sound. Guys, what do we think? This is sick, right? Sick. Nice, man. There's an element, like a melodic element. that track there, the sort of it sort of sounds like the "You got to show me lovely." Dun, 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 dun. I feel like that's it gets reintroduced here. It could just be my current taste in musics, but you could potentially sample that element of your track a little more. So like, for example, I don't know, probably doesn't need to be here. Dun, 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 ba-dum. Something like that, man. And possibly some sort of vocal chop, maybe, in these big boomy drops, because I would say like it's pretty, like the track overall is sick, right? Like I'm trying to give you ideas to better it, so you can try this stuff, you can throw the advice out the window, I don't really mind. My opinion is that the kick only happens for a little too long. There should be some sort of glitch happening as well with the white noise, like that just sort of happened. The bolt should happen like a little bit more often, in my opinion. But yeah, man, very deep, dark techno, sort of backroom stuff. And this breakdown, man, melodically, the sound design is awesome. This is one of the first tracks I've heard of where you have such a boomy kick, yet every other element has its own space in the mix. So whatever you've done with the mix, man, you've done it very well. Even these drone sounds, which seem to have a lot of sort of like mid frequencies, it's not clashing with the kick at all. So that's like excessive skill, my friend. Guys, what do we think? Like there are some comments above. Zach, I don't know if this helps you. Earthquake vibes, techno vibes, boomy. Why is my house shaking? Yeah. The other elements could be introduced a bit better in the second half of the drop. Slow automations over time. Yeah, you could add some like automation here and there, like bring some elements in and out. This is definitely sick. Yes, I agree. My neighbor is calling me. Nice. Here, yes, low pass the melody in the drop and open it up fully. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man, cool track. I think maybe the yeah. I mean, the kick in the intro was, I remember when I listened to it, I was like, oh, what? Like, it's pretty loud, this kick, but it fits. Once you listen to the full track, it definitely fits, man. Dude, sick track. I hope that helps you, gives you some ideas to push forward, man. Yeah, hopefully that helps you, man, and onwards and upwards. I'm excited to hear your music always, bro. It's been too long, man. Keep submitting more often, my friend. Yeah, thanks for sending in, my friend. Here we go. We are on to Zon Strahlen and Monster MW. These guys were good as well. This is going to be fire, let's hope. Get Better with Muncho and God himself. Wow. Here we go. sounds like da ba ba da da. Just put 'em high, just put 'em high, da 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 da.
I've been losing my mind every time that I'm out of bed. Do I know that I'm down, or am I convinced in my own head? I've been trying to find my way back home, and Lord, just give me a sign.
The vocal.
I've been trying to find my way back home, and Lord, just give me a sign, 'cause I've been fighting with my soul.
I think the notes you're hitting on the piano roll, some of them are a little too sharp and some are a little too flat. So just adjust some of those notes so that the music production matches the vocal you have.
Get better. I know I'll get better. Just give me some time. I'll get better. I know I'll get better. Just give me some time. I've been losing my mind every time that I'm out of bed. Do I know that I'm down, or am I convinced in my own head? I know I'll get better. I know I'll get better. Just give me some time. I'll get better. I know I'll get better. Just give me some time. I've been losing my mind every time that I'm out of bed. Do I know that I'm down,
Ciao, bro.
or am I convinced in my own head? I know I'll get better. I know I'll get better. Just give me some time. I'll get better. I know I'll get better. Just give me some time.
Nice, guys. I love the switch up in the second half of the track. Really, really cool. This future rave stuff is really taking off now. Really, really nice. Yeah, guys, the only problem I heard, despite like an overall, like the dynamic is a little low, you know, like with the mastering process, it'll get a bit brighter, a bit punchier, was your first drop. It sounded like you weren't hitting the correct notes on your piano roll to sort of correctly support the vocal tonally. It sounded like long story short, the vocal sounds out of key, but I assume this is a stock vocal, so you need to build your music production to that vocal. So I hope that makes sense. But
I've been trying to find my way back home.
yeah, those two notes. Find my way back home. Dum ba dum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. Yeah, just adjust your piano roll, guys, and I think you'll be a lot better. All right, as DJ EJ sends us a new track, Wilson Serrano, We Meet Again. Happy 1 year then, my friend. Embrace version 1, work in progress. How exciting. Here we go. Oof. Nice. There it is. Nice, Wilson. What I've noticed with this one is you've stepped outside your box a little bit, but you still have your favorite elements there. You know, you have your mobile phone, your backpack, your bottle of water. You have all the similar elements that you have in your tracks. You have it in there, but you're using them less and less. So this track is really cool for me to hear because it's the intro does not sound like Wilson Serrano at all. And then when the lead hits, it's like, it's a Wilson Serrano track. Man, really, really cool. I would recommend, you introduce the stronger kick when you sort of bring the heat. I would recommend maybe bringing that heat a little earlier in this element. Like just a tiny sweep up, like 1 bar, pull the kick out so it's sort of silenced, and then it just adds another dimension to the sort of introduction here. Man, wow. Overall, nicely done. I loved the sort of string breakdown here in the middle too. When I want to hear again how you sort of switched it up. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So you do this often when you have your breaks, you sort of strip it back to some elements, and then you always have your lead under a filter and you slowly release it via automation. I would try, maybe in this break, you could try some different elements. Like I know it's strings only, but try adding something else. Like it could be a hi-hat doing its, or it could be like a shaker, to just sort of automate in a new element. Also, automate it at the same time that your lead is coming back in. If that makes sense. This microphone doesn't pick up the too good. The tis 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 sound. Man, really good track. I like that you explored something new there. Guys, I mean, everyone loved it. Someone said it was too slow. Nah, come on, wake up. All right, DJ EJ, let's have a listen to Teddy Dog Bounce DJ EJ remix. I don't know if there was an intentional or a accidental switch up of the drums there. It sounded like the lead drifted off and was sort of landing on the snare instead of on the kick. But yeah. Nice. Crazy. Nice, man. This is good. The nice little switch up here, man. The big brass stab that you have here, the wham, is sort of not in key, but so it's meant to hit like dun, bum, like the same sort of root note as your track, but it's sort of like bum, so it sounds a little disjointed. So what you can do is just, it sounds like it's a sample. You can just pitch that sample down a bit. If it's a MIDI clip, just pitch it down on your piano roll a bit. Man, it's actually very nice hearing this because your sound design skills are there, and you've pulled together elements to make the track sound good, right? At the moment, the sound, I can't do that because my hands are tied together, my fingers. The sound overall sounds a little thin, okay? And you can update that by sort of duplicating your lead sound so that you have two channels, but then you change one channel slightly. So you can play around with the parameters to get a slightly different lead sound, or you can go through some presets, tick, 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 find one that works well with the other one. And then what you need to do on your first track, pan it slightly to the left, and on the second track you just created, pan it slightly to the right. What that will give you is like a fuller sound, and it'll sort of thicken your track out a bit. I hope that helps. Yeah, man, very encouraging science. Really, really nice, man. I'm glad that we finally got to hear your track. So thanks for resending it in, my friend. All right, guys, if you want to submit, very simple, just send your track via DM here. We are going to push on to Addy Music's Blow My Mind, work in progress. Here we go.
Now my mind is blown, no surprise, guess I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown, no surprise, guess I should have known. You got control of me, break my barricades, walls are crumbling, grounds, they shake. You came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay,
Nice. I think the vocal the vocal chop there used in the drop, you could be more crazy with that. Switch up the melody a bit. So it's not so it's not repeated throughout the whole duration of the drop. I think it'll give the track a bit more variety.
Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known. Oh, my mind, now my mind is blown. No surprise, guess I should have known.
Man, I like this. I think with this second build up, you could do like I don't know if there's a special word for it, but I called it like a sustained build up where you just hit one bass note. So it's like dun 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 dun, and then you have all other elements like giving the track tension. And definitely just before you cut into the drop, you have the vocal, right? Which it says, what does it say? Where is it?
Every single time you stay.
Every other time you stay, something like that. But I would build it up. Do 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 do. Every other time you stay, boom, bum, ba-dum, bum. So give the vocal, make the vocal like just the vocal there, instead of you do have some other little elements that are sort of happening as the vocal sort of finishes off. I would fully cut all production and just have the vocal.
They say you came to save, but it's way too late. Every single time you stay.
Really nice. Adding musics, bringing the heat, bringing the fire. Man, sick sound design, and I think you had good attention to detail there with the percussion as well. I would say that the track overall was like, I would say 80% interesting. There was 20% of the track, in my opinion, that was a bit too repetitive. And there's more chances to do cool stuff. So I mentioned those two things: the looping vocal in the first drop, and then the second build up. Really like kill the vocal, really kill the production, and just have the vocal have its moment there soloed. I think that would give the second drop a lot more punch. Nice. All right, Marcus Reed, Drunk. Here we go. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, smash that like button. Yeah. I see 10 of you watching and I only see 6 likes. 7 likes. Nice. Nice. Good energy. And we're only like 1 minute 15 into the track. The sort of root note rotation, you're hitting 4 notes in the first loop and then 4 notes on the other. I think, in my opinion, 1 note goes too low. And I think, like, I know it's like a deep dark track, but I think if you shifted that, the really low note, you'll know the one I mean. If you shift that up an octave, it might just bring a new dimension to the track.
I just wanna get loose when the beat drops.
This one, that one, that note I feel doesn't hit right. It's play around with that. Harmonically, it doesn't sound correct as to what's going on with your lead. Good. Much better progression there on the second rotation. And then we go again. That note again, yeah, it's that dun 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 dun, something like that. Cool. Alright, we get it. Moving on. But man, for a first attempt in this genre, it's very, very good. Very good. Nice, man. The thing that was annoying me there a little was the trumpet, the bump, 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 bump. It was always hitting 1 note, but then I kept listening and you started adding variation after variation as the track went on, so that was really nicely done. It didn't become too annoying, it was the perfect length. Then you add variety, then you add more variety, more variety. Man, very well done. That's a very nice track, man, so far. I think you don't have much to change until that track is strong and ready to pitch to labels. Man, very, very well done. All right, Complaint. Prepare your ears, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Complaint Tub Thumpin'. Here we go. Can't even. Man, this is insane. Ouch.
Oh shit.
Man, so good. If fire was in a song, that would be it. Man, insane. Boom. Yeah, mindgasm. I agree. Man, as for this sort of style, it's more the wow factor. Like, if I ever play in like an underground club in well, anywhere in the world, I will be texting you for all your demos, because this is the sort of stuff that you play in like big clubs and the crowd just goes whoa, and the smoke machines, strobe lights, da 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 da. Oh man, insane. Man, very good. I remember hearing this, not with the vocal, but something very similar to this production, this bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe you've sent in something similar, or maybe it was this track previously that I've heard, but damn, son. I can't really recommend anything to improve on. It's fire. Call the fire department. That's pretty much it. All right, Mr. Manifestor. Distinct Realities, work in progress. Here we go. How exciting. Hope you are well, guys. Let me know in the chat where you're tuned in from this evening. I'm here in cold Cologne, Germany. Nice. Overall, good idea. I think the vocal overall is a little too loud in the track, and I think you have all the elements there. All the elements are cool. I think if you sort of automate things in, sort of introduce them a bit slower, I think it won't be as clunky. There's some like drum fills and samples I hear that are really like, it just goes like da 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 and then it finishes, but it would be cool if it sort of goes like da da da, like that, more gentle. So I understand it's a work in progress. You're at a sort of good stage to send this in. It's sort of like drum and bass meets like, I don't really know, like Hindi or something. I don't know. I can't really put my finger on that. But see, all those little like, I could hear like digital glitches. I could hear drum fills. It was very nice. You have all the elements there. It's time. You basically have this big block of stone. Now it's time to start chiseling away the masterpiece. Man, really good. That could be a cool little track. Sort of like drum and bass, trance, all in one. Very cool. All right, Miro. Let's have a listen. Oh no, I think it's been deleted. Yes. Miro, if you are in the chat, my friend, please let me know. And we can slot you back in the line. All right, anime thingy, the Coco. Always a pleasure, Coco. Here we go. Yeah, man, so good. This sounds like it's a live recording. Like it sounds like you're in like a hall with like a full-on orchestra playing these tracks. The sound design and the attention to detail is so good. Like it's such high quality. Um, Man, very cool. I really feel like you are a very underrated producer. Like the content you send is insane. And I think you deserve more recognition and more followers and things like that, bro. Really, really nice. Guys, speaking of more followers and more love and things like that, I've started doing some Spotify promotion, um, all for free. And what I'm going to do is this week, the artist of the week. If you have a Spotify, I'm going to start promoting your Spotify for free. Wilson, I see you're in the chat. You can let everyone know that this works. It's nothing dodgy about it. It's just hard work for me every day on websites, getting songs playlisted, building playlists. What I am doing, guys, let me just set this up for you guys on. So if you're all watching, this is my Spotify, right? And what I've done, I've created heaps of playlists, right? And these playlists are huge, but for some people, they just love the fact that their music goes on a playlist, right? It's all about, being appreciated. I've created many of these sort of collaborative playlists. So, of course, we have our global community collective. I don't let anyone into that one because that's our Discord, right? And also hottest global EDM, that's ours. But all this other stuff, global shuffle. Look, I've got 197 songs. This is songs that people have sent me. And what I do, I set that up in a certain way. So people must hit a link. And when they click that link to submit to my playlists, it makes them follow certain playlists that I tell them to, certain artists that I tell them to. So what I'm going to be doing each week for the artist of the week, if you have Spotify account, I will be adding your details to those sort of follow gates. So you can grow in popularity. You get a few more followers, you get a few more likes on some of your tracks, which ultimately leads to a few more streams of your tracks, which ultimately leads to a little more success in your music career. That's what we're all about, ladies and gentlemen, building your sort of music career in terms of skill, in terms of popularity, in terms of social media tips, and now we're getting into sort of Spotify growth. So very interesting. Yeah, so Wilson, I put him on a promotion. Wilson, how long has it been? Maybe 2 weeks? 2 weeks or maybe even more. And I nearly tripled his followers in about 2 weeks. So yeah, bit of hard work on my side, but also, being a community person. So creating community playlists that anyone can add their music to, then capturing some information. So I was capturing their Instagram, their Twitter, their email, and of course their song link. And then what I could do is I could then incorporate those artists in a Twitter post, and I would just say, hey, all these artists are on this playlist. If you also want to join, here's the link. And it just sort of happens. They enjoy that they're in the playlist. They enjoy that they're tagged in a Twitter post. And what do? They like the post and they retweet it. And then it slowly grows. So enough about that. Yeah, Wilson got about 200 followers in 2 weeks. So that's what I'm capable of. That's what the artist of the week is going to receive, is some free promo Spotify wise. Let's listen to OVR Collab ID Work in Progress.
Feel the weight inside your soul, breathing in, but it's too hard to hold. Reaching out beneath the heavy fold. Not alone, you're not alone.
Nice voco, Tro.
When you're falling in too deep, there's a place for you and me.
OVR, let me know if you're in the chat. I don't think I've seen you this evening, but it sounds like you either have like a harmony vocal or you've used a vocoder on the vocal. If you've used a vocoder, nice job. Some of the notes that you're hitting on the piano roll are not harmonically correct for a vocal harmony. But let's keep going. We're only like 20 seconds in. Calm down, Steve.
There's a place for us to breathe. You're not alone. You're not alone. No matter wherever you've been, we will never stay apart. Take my hand, we will dance the night away together. Take our breath the world colliding with a global storm. Feeling restless, yet your body is warm. Might be hidden if your mind is torn. You're not alone, you're not alone. When you're falling in too deep, there's a place for you and me. There's a place for us to breathe. You're not alone, you're not alone.
Man, it's a good little track so far. I think it could use a little vocal processing, right? So some reverb, some saturation, a little bit of widening. Yeah, and like a small EQ boost in the sort of mid to highs so that it cuts through a bit stronger in the mix. It sounds really dry, so basically when someone sings and they stop singing, it's usually cool to have a little bit of reverb tail, like a bit of hum after the vocal, or a delay. Yes, what Addie's saying, yes. But yeah. Really nice OVR, man. I really think the only thing that your general music production skills are so good, and someone mentioned, who was it, Addy Musics, that you're so consistent with your music, and it's so true, man. You're very consistent with your sound, and every sort of week you're sending in songs that sound like, you know, Garrick's style festival bangers, you know. It's only a matter of time until one or two get picked up, you know, and played on a radio station or something like that. Guys, a small thing you can do is research any local radio stations in your hometown. And I mean local, I don't mean, you know, like the big hit radio station that like millions of people listen to. I mean the smaller ones, and there's a lot more than you think. Write to them. Say that you live in this suburb on this street, and you're a music producer and you're starting out, or you've been for 3 years or 5 years or whatever. Get your music on the radio, guys. I can't stress that enough. It's free to do. It's like an email or an Instagram message, really. Yeah, sorry, I went on a bit of a rant there, but yeah. Charlie, glad you enjoyed your ice cream, my friend. Yeah, the reason I bring up the radio thing, guys, is I submit my tracks to Australian regional radio stations. through one website, and it's free to submit. And basically they do, once you upload your track, you basically fill in all these fields, like, you know, track description, artist name, and an image, and you hit save. And basically they then just have a bot that sort of promotes you on their websites and stuff, and their Twitter and their Facebook and their Instagram. And it's free promotion. You get radio plays, and then my song, well, Charlie and I's song, Charlie, our collab, started charting in the Australian radio charts because I was so active in that sort of regional radio. I think our track got to like number 14 in the charts or something like that. So that was pretty cool. Then I also submitted it to an online radio station. I think it was called Carbon Footprint Radio UK or something like that. And Charlie and I placed number 1 in the month of May out of like thousands and thousands of tracks. And basically what they do with that specific one is everyone listens to a track online. They have an app, they have a website, and basically you listen to 50 seconds of the track, and then you either vote like hot or not. And basically we had hundreds of votes, and we had an approval rating of 90.75 out of 100, which was like good. So I can't stress this enough. Go and promote your own music, guys. That's what I'm here to do, here to help you guys grow. All right, rant over. Yash, demo 2, work in progress. Here we go. I think you could use a little vocal here, my friend. Yash, nice, man, nice. I hear your improvement every single week. This is a very good track because it shows you have learnt from your past sort of like mistakes, I guess, but it's learning. So you didn't know then, but now you know now. You're really understanding sound design, song structure, and where to place elements on a piano roll. I remember your songs used to always be very like, let's say robotic, you know, like very like 1, 2, 3, 4. The melody was like dun, 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 dun. But now you're placing the notes on your piano roll in more interesting ways that it gives your track a bit more life and a bit more energy. So you're in a really good place now to take it to the next level. You have some space in the sort of mid to high frequencies where you could add some like pads or some air to the track. Yeah. Overall, find some little vocal chops, even if they're like, ooh, ooh, oh yes, or something like that. You might even be able to find, if you have a plugin, maybe you can download like a vocal pack where it's just like, you know, and then you could create your own vocal melody just by using a DAW plugin. Hope that helps, man. Really start trying to implement vocals into your track. That's your sort of homework. That's your development focus for the next few months, is try and begin to implement vocal tracks, and your tracks just go from like cool to like next level awesome. And then you grow that excitement again for music production because you're learning new skills. Yeah, I can't stress that enough. Guys, we just had a donation from Enrique Schlapphaus, maybe. Let's have a listen, shall we? Here we go.
Keep me closer. Don't need closure.
I'm just gonna boost it up a little bit. It's a little quiet, this mix, so give me a second, guys. Hopefully it's louder for you as well. Let's start it again too.
I don't want it to end. Ooh, oh, oh. Keep me closer. Don't need closure. 'Cause I don't want it to end. Yeah. Keep me closer. Don't need closure. 'Cause I don't want it to end. Yeah. Keep me closer. Don't need closure. 'Cause I don't want it to end. Yeah.
Get an open hat in there. There it is. Think you need to add a few more elements a bit earlier. So like Charlie's saying, it's a little bit empty, so layer a few more elements in there. I feel like you could use in the drop there some sort of arpeggiator. So for anyone who doesn't know what an arpeggiator is, basically you just hold down one note on the keyboard and the arpeggiator goes like, and then you change the note on the piano and then it goes, so it might give your track another element that makes it more exciting and a bit more ear candy for the listener, if that makes sense. Because the overall production is very good. I sort of agree with Charlie in that the drop is a little bit, it's empty, but the other thing is you've got really good bass line and it's jumpy. It's clap, 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 hi-hat. So I would almost yeah, by this stage, so by this stage in your drop, in my opinion, I feel that you should have already introduced all the elements of the drop. So you've got the real bouncy bass line, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Then you introduce the snap, bum, ba-jum, bum, bum, ba-jum, bum, bum, ba-jum, bum, bum, ba-jum. And then slowly the hi-hats, bum, and it just keeps the track driving on and on and on. It's sort of like, yeah, as you're walking through the supermarket, you're picking up one element, putting it in the trolley, another element, putting it in the trolley, and you're like, you're getting through the job quick. Yeah, the risk with these longer style drops, there's nothing wrong with it, but the way that society is changing is people are very impatient. So like, for example, we've gone from like Facebook that used to be like this platform where you would read about people's day, and now people just don't care. People just watch like TikTok videos. They just go, cool, boring, boring, boring. Ah, cool. So music is slowly shifting that way. So you'll notice that a lot of the big artists, they don't really do these long extended drops anymore, like Vise and David Guetta. They're all really short, sharp and punchy. They just make that sort of awesome moment in music happen, and then they just sort of go to the next verse, and then the drop happens again, and then that's it, you know? Let's continue, man, because it's It's got potential. Also, I'm shocked with the YouTube poll. I thought more people would like caramel ice cream. I love caramel ice cream. 88% like chocolate, 12% like caramel.
Keep me
Savage.
closer. Don't need closure. 'Cause I don't want it to end. Yeah. Keep me closer. Don't need closure. 'Cause I don't want it to end. Yeah. Keep me closer. Don't need closure. 'Cause I don't want it to end.
Yeah, again, too long. Get that bass in a bit earlier. Get another melody in there because the bass line is good, but it's not enough to take this track from good to awesome. Yeah, man, add another melody in there. You have plenty of space. So my opinion is shorten up these drops. So make each rotation half length, and get another element in there. Another lead sound. I had a similar issue with one of my tracks on Spotify now. Go listen to Thinking About You, because I had this drop that I was happy with, but everyone I sent it to was like, yeah, it's cool, but there's like nothing really happens in the second half of the drop. So I added a new like melody, and the melody is like now the main hook of the song. I just added it as a bit of like a last minute thing, but now it's the one thing that people sing in their head. So, yeah, go, if you're not familiar, go listen to me on Spotify. Thinking About You, and just focus on the drop. Listen to my drop. It just has like a bass line and a kick. And then I introduce some percussion, and then all the elements are in the drop. And then I repeat all the elements again with another layer on top, which is an added melody. So I recommend you do that. Yeah, man, thank you for the donation, and thank you for sending us your music, man. Really appreciate that. All right, we are almost done. Acrobas, I know you submitted earlier, so I'm just gonna get on to Confringo first, and then I'll get to Acrobas next for Metal Madness, and then we are going to finish the stream, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere yet. We are going to draw the Artist of the Week as well. Also, Confringo, welcome to the community, my friend. Feel free to join the Discord as well. It's free to join. There's a link in the chat or down in the description of the video as well. So if you're tuned in live, just go check it out after. Your profile looks cool, my friend. 14 years old, mysterious Indian producer here. Very cool. Make sure, my friend, if you have social media, to add the links down here. So see here how I have these sort of quick links, and then people can quickly connect with you on social media. I cannot stress that enough. So let's have a listen. Confringo and DJV, Hear You Say, Love's in the Air. DJV submits often as well. Here we go. Sorry, I need to turn the sound card back down a little for you guys. Okay, here we go. Sorry, man, I can't type properly. That's meant to say potential. What did I write? Potential. But it has potential, man. So don't be discouraged or angry or put down by what I say. I'm just giving advice to help you guys out. All right, Confringo, let's go. The only thing that's standing out for me is the hi-hat was mixed a little too loud, like it was a little too much high end. It's really like really high up, you know? Yeah, really nice. This track has really good energy and really good aggression, like, and there's lots of elements in there. I feel that the overall track, right? The overall track is good. Good energy, good like volume, good sound design. I feel like there's you have all the elements there, right? Now it's time to play around with them. So you can do some areas where you pull away some elements and have just some single elements happening, and then you can reintroduce all the elements. Gives the track a bit more movement and excitement for the listener. So maybe that's something you could continue, is just trial a few little elements, little stop starts, a few sort of you know, remove the kick drum, bring it back in, or like a small riser, white noise, sweep up, automate the master and really sweep up through the high octaves and then release that filter again. Yeah, really, really nice, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you for sending me this music. Steve, did you observe there are so many Indian producers coming these days? Yes, guys, a lot of you are from India, which is awesome. Like, music is a global thing. So when I look at my Spotify statistics, I have a lot of, I think Australia is my number 1, number 2 is Germany, and number 3 I think is India, and that's thanks to you guys. Woo, go team. All right, Acrobats, Metal Madness, here we go. Very cool, bro. Very cool. Man, this is very, very cool. Very cool. Love the drive and the drop. Really cool. Man, wow. Do you know what would be cool? So this is a interesting track 'cause it's a fusion between like, you know, rock, metal meeting EDM. So I think it would be cool if you have this sort of guitar that's happening all throughout, and the sound of the guitar is fairly consistent throughout. Like it's an electric guitar, a little bit of distortion, a little bit of overdrive, and that's sort of it. You could play around and automate those parameters in certain sections to make the guitar sort of sound like it's evolving throughout the track. What you could also do is where there's sort of elements where it's just the guitar, you could totally like do like a platter spin, like, and then just have a piano that's like dong, 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 and then boom, back into the electric guitar. So it's sort of like a bit of a, you have metal here, you have digital EDM here. I think that could be something cool to try out. Maybe, maybe not. Guys, wow, what a show. We are done. What I've been doing, like every week, is I've been keeping track of all your submissions off the side of my screen. We had 19 demos reviewed. So if you have a smartphone that is made by Apple, I am going to activate my voice assistant. So if you have an iPhone that responds to Siri, you might want to just be aware of that. So, hey Siri, can you pick a random number between 1 and 19?
A random number between 1 and 19 is 8.
8. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our artist of the week, track number 8, and I'm not making this up, is Mr. Wilson Serrano. So Wilson, let's just keep the promotion going how we're doing it at the moment, so you gain a few more followers. And yeah, guys, that's it. See you next week. That is all. Yeah, so for those of you who know the drill, we do a little bit after the outro. So this is for the guys who, I don't know, maybe they've left their phone on or their laptop on at the other side of the room. But yeah, we often do this little bonus section at the end of the stream. So yeah, if anyone has any anything they want to ask, go for it. I'm just going to pull up Spotify. People were asking me in Instagram, right? With my album art, right? People were saying how cool the album art looks for my Spotify playlist. So, playlists. I actually, oh my god, I actually make the album art myself. Playlists, yeah. I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go. So yeah, I don't know what you guys, if you guys have access to sort of picture editing software, or if you want to get into Spotify playlisting, you can talk to me. I can help set you guys up. But I do all this sort of graphic art myself. So this is a new playlist I launched today called Global Talent. I'm going to basically make it a collaborative playlist where people add their songs onto it. But yeah, I basically go through and add all these, all the artworks and stuff myself. So it's super quick, super easy, super fun. I can make it exactly how I want. I can move the logos around, up, down, wherever. Yeah, super fun, super easy. And you get such fast growth as well by being a Spotify curator. So if anyone wants any tips, you guys can DM me on Instagram or something. But I'm out of here, guys. I hope my hand gets better. It's gone down a lot in terms of swelling. So Wilson, if you're still online, my friend, I'm going to give you a Skype call. And also Chris, my friend, if you are keen, I do have some time. So yeah, let's chat on Instagram, set all that up. Ciao, people. Bye.